The Buddha's key to maximum joy. I remember when I was around 12 years old, there was a movie out and I was so excited to go see it. One night we actually had plans to go see that movie with my cousins and a lot of my friends, and I was so excited. It's all I was thinking about the entire day. And then an hour before the movie, I don't remember exactly what happens, but my mom comes to me and says, "Hey, we're not going to see the movie tonight." And I remember being so upset. I was upset because we weren't going to see the movie, but for some reason in that moment, I was so upset because I'd spent the entire day thinking about and getting excited about that movie, and then we're not going. And I remember thinking, there's something wrong with me. Why do I have to always be thinking about things that I'm going to do, and then those things don't happen and I get down? I really thought there was something wrong with how I thought and why I was always thinking about the past and future, never really enjoying what was going on in my life. Then when I was about 19, I read a book called The Power of Now, which is all about the power of living in the present moment. And I now realize that that's the key to having depth in your life. So the Buddha said, do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. And I think that is the fundamental truth of human existence. Around the 1200s, Rumi, the famous Persian poet, said, "Past and future veil God from our sight. Burn up both of them with fire." Or Eckhart Tolle, who wrote The Power of Now, said to realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. Something else that's really stuck with me is what Thich Nhat Hanh said, who's probably the most famous Buddhist monk after the Dalai Lama. And he said, when you love someone, the best thing you can offer is your presence. How can you love if you are not there? And a lot of times we're really not there because we're thinking about other things and not focusing on what's right in front of us. So I've really thought about this because it's so important, and I thought about what stops us from being present. I think the first thing that stops us is conditioning. We're just taught to always be running around and pursuing the next thing and putting little value on what's in front of us right now. And something else that I realized in my experience, may or may not be true for you, is pain. I started wondering, why is it that anytime I'm alone, I need to distract myself by going on my phone or going on a random app or checking my email? Why can't I just sit there and be there with my thoughts and my feelings? And I realized that anytime I'm in that state alone, it's because I need to face my thoughts and face the pain of different emotions that I have buried inside of me. And it's a lot easier to ignore that and be thinking about the past and the future, trying to distract myself. But whatever the cause, I really encourage you to make it a primary focus to get more and more in the present moment. You can do that by focusing on it, by consciously deciding as often as possible to bring your attention to the present moment. But the other thing I really recommend is setting up a daily practice that will get you into the present moment. Meditation is a great way to do this, something like focusing on your breathing. Another thing that's been really helpful for me is Kundalini Yoga, which is also very much focused on breathing and getting into your body. But whatever it is you want to do, you can do your own research on this if you like. Create a ritual, whether it's right when you wake up or sometime in the middle of the day, to get back into the present moment, to get centered and to feel present again, so you can go about your day with better connection with people, pursuing your calling, and really being there when you eat and you're working on your health as well.